So teachers, what you can do, you can visit Atal Innovation Mission's page, and over there you will see, you will find a link of School Innovator. This one, this screen. Let me share it again. Now you can see this School Innovation Marathon, or we call it SIM 2024. So this is the portal where you can uh, register your students for ATL Marathon. So ATL Marathon is a national-wide competition where students can register themselves, and they have to basically uh, develop some prototypes or projects which are solving community problems, right? So we are going to discuss also what are the community problems are there, and what is the theme of this year, and how ATL school and a non-ATL school can participate in this uh, competition. Also, we are going to understand some other things. What are the prizes, and other what is the theme of this year, right? So you can directly access this website from the portal from AIM. So I will be going to show you first how to open this one. So you can to have two options. Either you can copy the link of this ATL marathon, which my colleague will share in the chat box. Also, you can do like you can search aim.gov.in the browser, and then here this is the AIMS Cup AIM portal. Now what you have to do here, if you can see, just move it, scroll down here, you can see School Innovation Marathon, participate now. So you just have to click this page, and then you will be redirected to our. So you have a UDICE code. Every school have a UDICE code, right? So just enter the UDICE code, and through UDICE code you can create your account. Now, now what next? So after registering, you can enter your basic details, team details, school detail, principal, teachers details that they ask. Now first, let understand about the marathon. So as you know, 19,000 plus innovations has been happened in the marathon till now. Internship opportunity is there for 400 teams, those who will go through SIP, Student Innovator Program is there. After, when your schools got selected, they will get a chance to participate in Student Innovator Program. So under Student Innovator Program, the students will get an opportunity to do work with a company or an industrial experts. They will take some sessions. They will take a boot camp where they will go. Your students, those who are in top 400 or 500, they will get a chance to learn some new technologies, how to refine their model. Hello, can you hear me? I don't know why this. I think I have to stay. Now I'm audible. I don't know why this kind of glitches are coming. Like my sound goes automatically off. Okay, okay. So teachers, as I just covered the last part, like here. those students, those who are in top 500, they will get a chance in SIP, Student Innovator Program, where they will be mentored. They will be get a boot camp sessions to industrial experts, and they will get a time to redefine their model. They can refine their model. After that, they will those 75 top 75 from 400 or 500 students will get a chance to be a part of SEP program, Student Entrepreneurship Program, where they are going to learn about the industrial level, kind of things. For example, they will learn about financial knowledge. They will learn about marketing skills. They will learn about how to pitch their product to the market, about the sales and all. So these students will get a kind of mentee from industry. Then those students will get a chance that they will understand how to patent the product, how to uh, the same that we learn in this Shark Tank. This kind of things they are going to learn in this SEP program. Right now, let's understand about the roadmap of ATL Marathon. So ATL Marathon starts from here. That is innovation. So innovations already. This ATL Marathon was launched already on 29th of July, means just recently, 15 days before. Then innovative and prototyping phase started from August 1st to till 30th of November 24. Means 1st of August, as our teachers training started, I already informed you on the first day that the ATM marathon has been started, and you can start preparing your students. Now 30th November is the deadline for marathon. Means till 30th you can submit your prototypes. This time they have changed the deadline. Earlier it was last year it was 26th January, but now they have changed the deadline, that is 30th of November. Now, once you submit your prototypes, once you submit your projects, either it's a hardware or software, once you done, now the next phase is winners announcement. So the top teams announcement will be done on January 25. Then your teams will get start funding support from March 25. So this is the second step. The third is the SIP, Student Innovator Program. That is the commencement of SIP internship program will start from May 25. And after SIP, the top 75 students will be selected for SEP program, that is Student Entrepreneurship Program. Right. So this is a complete journey of ATL Marathon. Then let's talk about something more about this marathon. Also, I will be sharing you the theme. So first discuss about prizes and certificates. So here are some prizes and certificates you can see on their portal also, like funding, internship, mentorship, and patenting. This kind of thing you will get in SEP, in Students Entrepreneurship Program. They will get some mentorship from the industrial experts. They will also help them in patenting. They will support them, guide them, facilitate the students by innovative centers, MICs, and they will get a chance to pay. They will understand how to patent a product. Also, top 20 teams from each state get a certificate. Top 20 teams from aspirational districts get a certificate. Top 20 teams from rural area also get a certificate by AIM. Now, special recognition is also there. They will get a special recognition. Like top 20 government schools will get a special recognition. Top 20 teams from teams for teams having children with special needs. They will also get kind of support from the Niti Aayog. Also, top three best performing states. So these kind of special recognition, special certificates are there. Also, there is a SIP program, right? Funding support from the Ministry of Education, right? Those for those top SIP students. Now, this is the engagement and impacts in SIM, like till now. How many schools, how many teachers, how many students have participated for this 24-25. So this is showing you the live numbers. Till now, 388 schools have registered for ATL Marathon. 461 teachers already registered. 475 teams have registered their prototype for their projects in the marathon. And 1,267 students have been registered right now. Right. So they have registered themselves, engaged and impacted. Right. So this is all about ATL Marathon. Now we will be discussing about the theme also. So here you can see something, some testimonials, and there are some FAQs also. If you have some doubts and if you want to know, like you can check these FAQs, like which is the school, what is the school innovation marathon, who organized this SIM, who can participate in SIM. So any ATL and non-ATL, like from grade 6 to 12 students can participate in SIM. What are the rewards? What are the deadline for submitting entries? So all these things are here. Let's understand about, we have understand about roadmap, theme. Let's understand the theme. So what is the theme of this year? So as is Vikas Bharat 2047, the themes of SIM 24 is, so to support this, this SIM has set broad themes. You can search to generate innovative ideas, implementation solution. So the first is quality education. That is SDG 4, Sustainable Development Goals 4. This is a quality education. So students can develop their projects around the education. For example, as I shown you one live one example, I have prepared a prototype where I used the technology augmented reality, and I am solving a problem of digital divide. Means the students, those who are not able to access these updated technologies. So how they can create their AR project and how they can learn the concepts in a 3D way, in a virtual way. So these kind of tools, the students can use these tools and they can develop such type of prototype which align with these themes. So SDG 4 is our quality education. So here are the focus areas they have mentioned, like inclusive education, remote learning, lifelong learning, teacher training. So these all things, even students can develop a prototype in the sense a website where they can upload content, where which website is easy to use, free to use, accessible for everyone. It can be accessible through laptop, desktop, or even for mobile. So that kind of friendly website they can develop where they can upload content for teachers, right? So this kind of thing they can do. Even they can create students can create kind of other platforms. Either they can create Android applications where the teachers can learn about ATL, about other things also. So I remember one teacher from among us, I don't know that is there or not, but they have that teacher share, I don't know the name, but the teacher shared me this MIT app inventor application after attending the training. I remember, I'm just remembering from this quality education. So before 2 3 days before, this teacher sends me APK where what the teacher has designed. There are options. Do you want to attend teacher training 1, teacher training 2, 3, 4, 5 day wise? Its options are there. When you click the day 1, automatically this application will open the YouTube page. When I click day 3 on that port application, this port directly the third day link will open. So that type of prototype even you can design. So I think this is one of the best example for material marathon. We can create such application. I will try to share this that video in the group if if that teacher is listening me. I didn't remember the name of that teacher, but that teacher, after attending my session on MIT, he or she has created that application and shared with me over WhatsApp. So I'll, once I receive, definitely I'll share that link. So there are 6 7 options, day 1, day 2. Just click on that and directly that link will open. So I was like, that's great actually. This teacher learned from this training and he or she created that app. Right. So this is quality education. Then economics empowerment. So as the word says, economics empowerment. So the focus area on this theme is financial literacy in India, entrepreneurship, how we can motivate students towards entrepreneurship, then vocational training and economic development. So this is a theme. So now as a student or as a teacher, we have to research more about these topics and we have to make a project which solves this kind of problem, either related to financial literacy. Now how you can solve, or how your project is solving the problems related to financial literacy knowledge. So they can create applications or any other thing, not only application. They can create websites, they can create a hardware based prototype, right? Then the third is smart and resilient, smart and silent communities. So here to encourage and development of adaptability and innovative communities capable of with understanding and know. So they have the focus area, like they have mentioned. There are some four focus areas. The one is the smart city, like how we can make our city smart. Smart city in the sense, can we introduce something IoT device, can we create such uh, can we create a tool where we can monitor the traffic uh, uh, through camera, and can we monitor our traffic lights according to the conditions. So these are kind of things can we do through our ATL lab. So this is called these all technologies that you can see on the street, all that comes under smart city. Disaster management is also a new topic, how we can control the disaster management. Now you can see day to day in the news something, something is coming in even north, south, east. So how we can control these things. So then the third, we have infrastructure development, that is talking about infra, right? So this is also a a new technology, new thing in ATL. Then the social innovation. So as a teacher, as a mentor, let's suppose I'm a mentor of a school, or I'm a ATL in charge, or I'm a science teacher, physics teacher. My role is to guide the students. Like I have, my role is to orient them, brief them more about these topics, right? Give them ideas, let them think like how, what type of problems you are facing. So that's as a mentor you can also support your students in mentoring, in orient them ki, we have such a problems related to financially in India, we have such type of problems, people, the student doesn't know about entrepreneurship. So these kind of things we have to share with the students, and let them come with their ideas, let them come with their problems, let them come with their solution. Give them time like for 2 or 3 days, and let them search on Google, and then they will kind of come up with the solution. Even what you can do, you can assign a student a leader in the school, or even you can create a box, suggestion box, right? So students can write a note like, I have find this kind of solution, and this is what actually I want to work on. And you can form a group of three students, and then they can find solutions. Now we have more themes. So let me just scroll it. So these three we have done. Now we have cultural heritage and creativity. Oh, just a second. Let me yeah. So we have more themes over here. The next one is cultural heritage and creativity. So you can see in cultural heritage, as its names signifies, we have to create prototypes based on cultural heritage, how we can preserve our cultural heritage. So in my last session, if you have attended in the augmented one, I have shown you one example. There is a monument which was uh, kind of 80% destroyed, right? So through augmented reality, we are creating like how this monument looks like actually, right? So I hope if you have not seen, you can check my previous video also, where I used augmented reality technology, and through we are assuming this is a half broken part of a monument, and through AR how this monument actually looks like. So this is what we can also uh, check. Now let me there are actually a lot of themes this time. Then promotion art and craft, fostering creativity. Then we'll talk about sustainable development. So SDGs, as I told you, we have a lot of themes under SDGs. SDGs goal, sustainable development goal, SDG 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can take any any SDG, and your students can prepare projects according to that one. So there are environmental conservation, renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, water management. Then the next is other. So in other means your focus area is any other area that does not cover under mentioned theme. but broadly qualifies for the vision of Vikas Viksit Bharat. So that means if you think that you have some idea which is not mentioned in this theme, you can select that also. But it should be, the theme should be, broadly qualify for Viksit Bharat. So if you want to know more about Viksit Bharat, you can just Google it on browser, and Viksit Bharat 2047. Then we have digital transformation. Digital transformation is, we are talking about some digital technology like digital literacy, cyber security, AI tools based ideas. So AI technology based, basically we have covered the topic. uh, Google teachable machine we have done, we have, so that tool also, your students can prepare prototypes, that is AI. But if your students know more about AI, they can use Python, and they can do actual, coding based. They can use Node MCU, they can use Raspberry Pi, PyCam, and then they can also create such prototypes where your PyCam detecting the traffic of a signal, and it gives you the output. So that type of things also you can use. So then we have a next is health and well-being. So health and well-being is also a theme that actually last year it was there. So in health and well-being, we are talking about physical health, mental health, healthcare innovation, community well-being. So physical health, mental health means students can create prototypes where we are talking about the health issues, because as of now, in this today's century, a lot of people are having stress due to their work, due to their schools, classes. Students also have right now a lot of kind of uh, syllabus. So they are also taking stress at their little age. So how we can reduce that stress? Can we make any application for mental peace like yoga, or can we create such type of things where students can just spend 5 minutes and it gives them relief? So these are the things that we also have to talk to as a teacher. I have to talk to my students. Okay, these are the challenges right now. So let's discuss with them, guide them, mentor them. So might be some useful, more much better ideas will come. Then quality education, as I told, I think I have covered this part. Yes. So these are the themes that you can create prototype. So teachers, I would like to request all of you. You just have gone go through this video or this portal, and guide your students. Right. So I will be sharing this link in the chat box of ATL Marathon, or you can directly access this link from the AIM page. Now let's. This is all about ATL Marathon. Now let's discuss about design thinking. Means what happens, ki sir, I am in charge. I have already discussed all the things with my students about ATL Marathon, but they are not able to think what type of prototype should I develop. So how we can reduce that stress? Hello. Yeah, now you can hear me. So I was talking, you can also take such sessions for your students where they are going to understand about this marathon. All now, I'm going to cover one more session that is on how design thinking. Design thinking means when, as a student, I'm not getting idea on which prototype should I have to work, how to ideate, how to find the problem, right? How to find a problem. Let's suppose I'm a student, but I have gone through this all this website, but I don't know how to find the problem, or how, on which prototype should I work, right? So you can share this video so with students also, so they will also understand how to ideate. So let me share one more presentation, and I would like to request teachers, you will also uh, uh, you know note some pointers and help your student in ATL marathon this year. So let me share my screen. Just give me a moment. I'll just pull out the uh, this presentation. Just give me a moment. Uh, yes, now I'm sharing my one more presentation, and let me know my screen is this presentation is visible. Uh, Before moving ahead, teachers, those who have joined recently, I would like to request please mark your attendance. Mark your attendance, mark your feedback. Also, we have one last post assessment form. In the beginning, I shared pre-assessment form that what we have know before the training and what we have understand after the training. So I would like to request the teachers. You can mark the you can update the post assessment form also. So there are some, not MCQs. There are some 0 to 5 scale ratings are there. So how you feel the training, how actually you learned. So I would like to request after the training, please, you can also share your feedback and through feedback form and through post assessment form, and I will be sharing day 1 to day 10 recording to all of you through the registration portal, through the attendance form. Also, I will be going to share uh, all the documents that I have used through this training, right? So moving ahead, we have our WhatsApp group. So if you are there, please stay over there, because in the future also I will share some more things over the same WhatsApp group. I will be using this WhatsApp group as for communication. Any update for training, any update for related to ATL, I will be sharing over there. So please stay with us. Now, let's understand about design thinking and ideation. How you can start developing, how you can start ideating for your ATL marathon prototype. So, as a student, what happens? Sometimes we doesn't know like where to start, how to start the prototype, right? Now, first is, what is idea? So as we know, if we ask a student or if we ask someone what is idea, right? So idea is something that comes in our mind by observing, any kind of nature. For example, if we says ki I'm stuck in a problem, how to come out with this? So we'll say I have an idea. That means I have a solution for that, right? So one I have a question for from all of you teachers. Can you tell me a difference between, what is the difference between a good idea and a idea? So helping others. Oh, sorry, what is the difference between a great idea and a good idea? Okay, you can take your time. I'll continue to the next one because we have, 1 hour and I have to cover a lot of things. So this is a homework for you, difference between a great idea and a good idea. Now let's move to the next one, how to develop your product solving the problem. So this is the main thing whenever we ask you how to develop your product for solving the problem. So for example, in marathon, how can I develop my product or my project to solve the problem? So uh, so can you observe like what is over here? You can see a bullet train is there, and we as a human, we as an engineer develop a bullet train by observing the nature. Observing the nature means we have observed that eagle or a bird have a long beak, right? When they fly, so we have observed how they are flying in the air so fast, so swiftly, so speedily. So by observing that animals design, this human being created a bullet train or a train by the same, you can see the starting point in a sharp so that it cuts the air. So aerodynamics concepts comes over here by observing. So earlier the train front end was flat, which kind of giving a it's while traveling there's a lot of resistance occurs in the air. But by observing, we have changed the design. So this is what we can ideate by through observing the environment. Now let's take some example. So here you can see a pencil. I think all in the school we used a pencil. But can have you ever imagined कि when we use a pencil and when we comes at this part we throw the pencil. Then what is the use of putting a lead inside this pencil as we are not using? So this is this is a current bad design. If we are designing a product, this is a bad design. Why? 80-90% of the students not use the last ending part because it's not we're not able to handle, we're not able to handle that small part of the pencil after sharpening. So around 50 graphic saved through this better design. So this is how we can improve our prototype, our product design. Uh, right now my next is, here we have a requirement. I need a Caesar. We have a requirement. We have I purchased a Caesar, but the question is, why would I buy a new one if I already have one? If I want to open the packet, and I think you have seen when you open the Caesar packet, it's very hard to open the packet. Why? Right, and we need another Caesar to open. When I have already one more Caesar with me, why should I have the new one? So this example shows when you are designing a prototype or a product, make sure the end user can use your product easily. Do not make the packing so tight that the user is requesting for one more Caesar to open that packet. So that is why whenever you're designing something, make sure is it how much the end user are comfortable to use your product. Right now, the next one. So you have some examples of the problem solving, unique solution that's solving the problem. So here you can see, I think you have seen this kind of examples a lot of times on internet. And there's one more design of a cup where the teacup is having option for placing the biscuits. Then here we are using a hand wash together. Fine. So these are some unique solutions which was not there earlier. Now, also you can see here the problem is when we are using a spike or a multi-purpose switchboard, we can only use 3 to 4 plugs. But when we have a kind of adapter, we are not able to fix it because of the size. But now that was a problem that occurred. Now, what's the solution? We have changed the design of that model. Now you can see over here, this is a solution that you can rotate the sockets by 60 degree in both directions. So this is how it will solve this kind of problem, the space problem. So this is what the design thinking. If we have already existing problem, we can create a solution of that. Or if we don't have a problem, we have to first identify the problem, ideate, and then create a prototype. Then we have the next one. So same, the first version is this one. This is the first problem we have created a solution, or this is the first version, this is the second version, this is the third version. So it's not like if you have a problem, only there's only one solution. There are multiple solutions can be there. So it depends on you how broader you are thinking about your product. Right. Now the next one is idea alone sufficient to solve the real world problems? Let's understand, we'll discuss about this. So what is design thinking? As I already told you, design thinking is a methodology. It's a method that designer use to brainstorm and solve complex problem. For example, let's suppose I'm a designer, I want to design something, I want to design a prototype. Now I have to brainstorm my mind, like how I can solve this complex problem, how can I solve using logics, how can I solve these challenges, right? Uh, so so design thinking basically consists of 5 stages. The first is empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test. So as a ATL student, as a ATL teacher, when we are working on ATL marathon prototype or any other competition, before starting and developing the prototype, we have to understand these five phases. So the first one is empathize. So we'll understand first what is empathize. So the first is empathize. So teachers, if you can see on my screen, you can see there is one person who is an old man, and through the picture you can see he met with the designer. Or let's suppose I am a person, I am a ATL student, and I want to help, I want to create a prototype. So first I have to understand the problem. I have to put my shoes, I have to put my legs in the shoes that the person actually facing the problem. So this old man actually facing a problem like in the walking. When he walks on the such kind of road, he face a issue. When he use stairs for up and down, walking up and down, he faces a challenge. When he he's on wheelchair, he also faces a problem. Right. So all these problems this guy is sharing with the designer. Designer means the person who is developing a prototype for the end user people, right? So that is empathize, means putting your legs on the shoes, and you also feel how actually it's discomfort to the second guy, right? If I am a person who's in wheelchair, how actually this wheelchair guy feel, how this actually wheelchair guys are feeling. I can't feel the same thing until and unless I do I spend a whole day sitting on the wheelchair. I'm doing my other work sitting on the wheelchair. I'm just moving outside and through the wheelchair. On that time when I'm use the wheelchair for a day, I will understand how the actual person will feel, what type of challenges they are facing. And this is called empathize. This is called to understand the challenges, right? Now, so there are some few points to be considered while interviewing. So when your students are working on any problem, they have to first understand the actual problem. They can ask questions, ask many questions, right? Hundred of questions they can ask from the people those who are actually feeling the problem, right? Now next is define the problem. So define the problem means, is the that only guy facing a problem or any other guy is also facing the same problem? So define your problems with other guys also. Might be you will get more ideas on that. Might be you get more problem statements, right? So define your problems with other people also. Only not only with the fixed one, but others also. Then the third is ideate stage. Ideate stage comes where you think on the idea. So that person, that old man who is facing a challenge with his walking ability disability. So now this guy come up, the designer guy come up with multiple solutions. That is ideations. Either I can develop such type of structure where I can fix a wheel, or I can create such type of board where this guy can move faster, right? Either I can create paper prototyping. So when you start ideate, the first thing comes paper prototyping. So what is paper prototyping? Paper prototyping is whatever ideas comes on your mind, first redraft on papers. On the notebook, just write the synopsis, design, how actually designs will look, how many parts it requires. So whatever you want to design for that end user, use prototype on the paper first, right? Multiple papers will be there, and you can you can create even a book on that, right? And that is called paper prototyping. And then you will come up with multiple ideas. So around from 100 of ideas, you have to pick the best one, like from 100 you have to choose 50, then 25, then 10 ideas will be the top, then top 5 ideas. So might be it will take time to choose which one is the best one. So you have to, like, here you on picture you can see this is the idea one, this is the idea two, right? So this is what from multiple ideas you have to pick which one is the best one. Then there are some stages of ideate. uh, there are 4 stages for ideation, right? So like designer thinks should bring us more many ideas. While brainstorming ideas, it is not checked whether the idea is feasibly possible or it's not possible, right? When the ideas are comes, So the brainstorm, you have to do the brainstorming. That idea is, will it will be workable or not workable. Then the task at the initial stage is to think as many ideas as possible, right? Then the fourth one is design thinkers can use broad sticky notes, chart papers, color, pen, sketch diagrams. They can use mind mapping technology also for prototyping, right? So prototyping is the first stage of where we are not actually working with the hardware, but we are working on the papers. We are designing, and then we come up in the software part. If you want to design in software, like if you're designing a hardware tool, then obviously first you will design on CAD software, on 3D software, how my prototype should looks like, and you will give the 3D view. So this is what, after paper prototyping, it comes on the software part. Now, the fourth stage is prototype. Prototype means where we have come up with the idea, we have find our solution, then we are converting that paper prototype into actual prototype. So in the picture, now this guy, the designer, designed this kind of mechanical structure. But now the challenge is, this mechanical structure is not, he can't use, this old person can't use this on stairs. Right. So here in the prototype stage, now he changes his idea. Should I, can I make a stick, a single stick, and I'll do one thing. I'll add four wheels inside this in here in the down of the stick. So this is called the prototype stages, where we are changing our designs, where we are doing a lot of iteration over there. Right. So this is the prototype where actually we are designing the model. Now, guidelines for prototyping also. There are some guidelines also for the prototyping. So take the first step and start build the prototype. Do not procrastinate. Means do not wait for how is the end result which looks like. Just whatever the steps you have to start making. Don't wait much time on building a single prototype. If you are working on a prototype, if your students are working on a prototype, never spend too much time. Never spend 2 or 3 months of time in a single prototype. If it's not working, just keep them aside, start working on another one. Do not spend much time in a single one. So if you have 100 of ideas, let's try, if one is working in a given deadline, if it's not working, leave it and move on to the next one. Then the other thing is design the prototype as a work in progress. So whenever you are working for a prototype, it should be so whenever you're working with prototype, it should be keep that it should be end user, like the prototype should be used by the end user person. Right. Right. So for example, yeah. So for example, if I am designing a prototype for that old guy, I have to keep in mind about the challenges of the old guy. It's not like, yeah, I've made the prototype, but I don't know how this guy will that old person, you will be able to use my this device, right? So this have to keep in mind. If I'm designing a prototype for ATL marathon, so the prototype should be usable for the end user. That always we have to keep in mind while designing a prototype. Then the prototype, so there are a lot of pointers. If you can see over here, think of open question that a user can shoot. So always, whenever you are designing a prototype, as a student, as a teacher, I'm working on a prototype. I always have to keep this in mind. If I'm creating this circuit, anyone can ask me the question: This type of board is this? Why you use this battery? Why you use this sensor? What is the use of this display? So always, whatever you are designing, every question you have to keep in mind, and you have to be always ready for the open-ended question. Anyone can answer any question related to your prototype. So this is the thing that you always have to keep in your mind for prototype designing. Then the next we have, once prototype developed, the next steps. So once your prototype develops, what are the next steps for her, for them? So take the end user through the prototype and let with her experience it completely. So basically, once your prototype is ready, if you think that prototype is ready, let them open for testing and see what are the challenges, what are the feedbacks coming, right? So through the experience, make the user speak about the moment by moment experience, how actually they are facing, how actually how they are feeling about the prototype after using this, right? So this will help the designer to think and capture minutes, like what are the experience, what are the challenges they are facing, is it good or bad, and on the basis of feedback, the designer can rework on their prototype. Then we have tried to actively observe and user design experience. Yeah. So let's move to the fifth step, that is testing step. So once we have done empathize, once we have done ideation, we have done prototyping stage, then next step, that is fifth step, that is testing stage. So in the testing stage, you have to test your model, your prototype with the end user people, right? You can, end user people can be one entity, let's suppose a single person or a group of people, a large community, right? It depends on how much, how, what type of prototype you have developed. For example, if you have developed a website or you have developed an application, you can take a feedback in your school also. Just share those links with your school students, and they will uh, they will visit your web page, and they will check uh, how the page is responsive or not. Is it hanging, is it low slow, right? Let's suppose you have made a page for ATL school, right? So they will check is the content available or not on that page. So this is how you will get a feedback, right? And feedback you can collect in many ways. You can generate Google form, you can take verbally also. The students can take the feedback verbally also. This is the testing stage where we come to know what are the challenges actually the end user facing through my prototype. So here, this there are two old persons, those who are actually testing this one, and this guy you can see is noting down the challenges this old lady is facing with their new prototype, right? Either some of them facing a challenge, some are not facing a challenge. There are some good things, there are some bad things. Just note it down and rework on your prototype, right? Because it's not like in a single go your prototype will work accurately. It needs a lot of time in testing. So again, go back to the first stage and start kind of uh, again with your model you can redevelop or so there text stage we have some pointers in the test stage also. This stage is also said to be executive stage. Then this is where the final solution is tested on a full scale basis. If you have developed a prototype for market area, you can check in the, you can go in the field, you can ask to the random people about the product, how actually it work, how do you like my product, or what are the feedbacks you want to add. So this is what you can, how you can collect that feedback from them. Now testing will also understand what works actually. If you have designed this prototype for the end user, right, you also understand what actually working over here. Then the steps can be most rewarding if you prototype succeed to given positive result. If you think that you are getting a positive result, that means you are in a right direction. And it can also be annoying if your prototype fail. It can be, because these are the things that happens when you are in the testing stage. And also if the end user approves the solution, then the process of design thinking stop here. If the end user means your audience says ki, no, this is perfectly fine, 99% response you get is fine, then means you have to stop your design thinking over here. You are up to the mark, right? After then the one point I want to add over here, that is iterative phase. So iterative phase, if you can see in this picture, in the complete thinking process, the first start with empathize, then define, ideate, and prototype. So when we call it define and ideate, there are two things comes, which is called converging and diverging. Converging and diverging is basically, let's suppose you come up with 100 ideas. So obviously you will not go with 100 ideas. You will, select out of 100 you will select 90, 80, 50, 40, 30, and then 10. So that is called converging. From 100 you have converged, or you have extract other ideas and you work with only for 110 ideas. That is called converging. Then diverging means when you work with those 10 ideas, then you have to think broadly. So over there you have to start diverge on those 10 ideas, might be 5 ideas. So you have to think broadly on those, only focus on the 5 ideas or 10 ideas, and you have to think deeper about those 10 ideas, right? In detail you have to work on that. And the prototype stage, if you think the feedback is not good, again you have to go to empathize stage, and then you have to work it again. Then you have to you have to follow the same process, define, ideate. and at the prototype stage, then again take feedback. So this is the cycle of design thinking, right? Now these are some tasks. Yes, so this is basically teachers, you can use this model when you are working with your students, or when your students are working for ATL marathon, they can also use this technique to develop prototype to find the solution, right? So we have 12. So teachers, I have one last topic. This is related to ATL marathon, is how to shoot a videograph. Because we have done how to design prototype, we have understand how to about I design thinking, we have understand how to develop a presentation for our product. Now the last but not the least, which is how to develop a video for the prototype, because this is the stage where most of the well deserving prototypes, well deserving projects gets failed. Why? Because we are not able to express ourselves, we are not able to express our project, we are not able to express our product, how actually it looks like. Let's suppose I am a person, right? I'm very good in Hindi, I'm very good in Kannada, I'm very good in Tamil, I know Malayalam, and I know Nagaland, Gujarati, but I'm not able to express my these things with a foreigner. I'm not able to express these things through my English language. So that means I'm a good person, and I have a good knowledge of all the regional languages, but I'm not able to express my what I want to say to a person who is not from India, who knows Chinese. So that means I have to first understand, right? So similarly, if I have a good level of product in my lab, which is solving a problem, but my skills in video editing, my skills in videography is not so good, the person, those who is watching my video, those who is selecting my video for top 500, na, he will not select because I have not explained those things properly in the video. So what are the things we have to keep in mind while recording a video for ATL marathon? So last year, I took a session on AIM's YouTube page during the ATL marathon. The topic was how to shoot a video, right? So if you can see on YouTube's channel, also you can find my videos on how to shoot a video for ATL marathon. So again, I am going to cover that topic here. So this will help you also. Uh, Okay, so before moving ahead, just take one question. We missed some information while submitting attendance feedback. Okay, so teachers, those who have missed attendance, they can use the same link to mark the attendance on daily basis. Attendance link is same. Also, I would like to request my colleague to share all the related informations in the group, like attendance, assessment form, assign sorry uh, today's feedback form. Then we have 5 days ka assignment, we have a homework assignment, then we have
Where you can submit your all the assignments together. One more link we have, that is for day 5. Here, same link, we have some over there. Also, teachers, please submit your all the assignments. So we will be able to review yours, and we will be able to generate certificates for the teachers, those who have submitted their assignments. Like to request.
you can mark your attendance feedback. Also, Sakshi, share the Zoho form link, that is assignment we have. So let's move to our new topic. So teachers, those who have joined now, just requesting you, please mark your attendance so that I will be able to share other details with you over there. So teachers, there's a link in the chat box. Those who are facing a problem with technical glitch, they can use this Zoho link and they can mark their attendance. Yes. So just give me a second. I will be posting one more link where you can access all the links together. So yes, now I'm sharing my screen and the chat box. I have shared one common message, a common text where you find attendance link, feedback form, assessment link, post assessment link, which is very important, which is a complete 10 days ka post assessment. Yes, yes, you can upload videos also, ma'am. Yes, so I'm sharing my screen. We have 40 minutes left. I think we have covered a lot of things in today's session. Now let's move to our new topic, that is how to shoot videograph for ATL marathon. So teachers, I would also like to request you can share these recorded videos with your students so they will also understand how to shoot videos for ATL marathon. So I hope my screen is fully visible. Let me share my screen. Okay. So before moving ahead, I would like to request please mark your attendance and all. Then I'll be starting this session in a minute. Just request everyone, you can mark your attendance and feedback assessment. Please copy the link. If you want, you can copy the link from the chat box. Yes. So I hope all of you have marked your attendance. Let's begin with the first, not the first, but this topic: how to make videos for ATL marathon. So before moving ahead, I just want to know, you can raise your hand. How many of the teachers knows video editing and videography, or how many of you are interested in videography? Like you can even raise your hand. Because as I'm participating as a 18 marathon, I can see 12 participants have raised hand. So first time, okay. No, okay, no issues. If you are not interested in videography and photography, but no issues. But I can assure, like when you understand a little bit of program about the videography, and your students also, because I know a lot of students also, are keen interested in video design, video editing, and all, right? So through this session, you will understand how to shoot videos, not for only for ATL marathon, but you can it will help you in your personal, photography also for when you use click pictures for other things. So before moving to videography for marathon, we'll understand something that we require. So who will watch your project video? This is the first thing. When you are designing, when you have done a lot of things, you have designed prototype, when you design software based, right? So prototype can be can be of in two form. Either it's a hardware based or it's a software based. So as we know, hardware based, we have a camera, we can record the video through, have some lightning, and we can record the video with the camera or digital mobile phone. But what about the people, those who are having a software based prototype, right? So we're going to understand for two aspects. The one is for the hardware based prototype and for the software based prototype. So So there are some points that need to be keep in mind while shooting ATL marathon video. The first point is introduction of all the team members of your school name, right? So when let's suppose if there are two students in your team or three students in your team, the first part is introduction about the team members and your school name. Then what problem you are solving in this video when you are doing a videography, when you're recording a video, you have to tell what type of problem you are solving, because the person those who's going to judge your video, he will get a complete view that 3 minute ka video or whatever the deadline limit for that video, right? So what problem you are solving, be specific with the problem. Do not add a lot of things, right? You have to make sure if you have 3 minutes, you have to first divide how much time we have to speak on this part, how much time we have to speak in introduction part, how much time we have to talk about the functionality of the prototype. So this is what you have to first script. You have to make a script of that. Right. Now, third is introduction to the current prototype or solution, 360-degree view. 360-degree view means, for example, if you can see my screen, I think you can see everyone can see me over there, right? I'll just put this. I hope my camera is visible to all of you. Yeah. So what you need to do, let's suppose this is my prototype, right? This is my prototype. So when I'm designing a prototype, I have to record a 360-degree view, means from left, right, up, down, from back and front. Everything should be comes in the video. So while recording a video, we have to make sure that everything should be visible. Everything is coming in the video part. Then next, then what next? So functionalities and silent features of your project. What are the functionalities, how it works, all these things you have to cover in your video. Then ground testing, you have to show a live demo. If it's a hardware based, you have to show a live demo or in the video. Then what are the roles and responsibilities of each team member? For example, there are three teams, 3 person. Then what is the role of those 3 people in this prototype, how they contribute? We have to mention each one's contribute in that video. Then involvement of community, local mentors, institution, industry sharing their feedback of the solution. For example, you have seen a lot of videos. When you see when you see any ad of a student who is from rural areas, so while creating a video, at the end you have seen there are some people comes in the video and they talks about the student. Yes, he's a very good guy and he actually works so hard. So they talk, the third person talks about that, the main character. So this is how you can also add some people for giving a solution or a feedback of your prototype. Yes, we have seen this their prototype, they designed this prototype in their ATL lab. We have tested, my name is XYZ, I am from this community, this product helps me. So this kind of things you can add in a video. So it should be looks like that a kind of biography kind of thing. Now what next? So here we have some tips while shooting a smooth video. Tips for shooting better video from your smartphone. So whenever you are using a mobile phone, try to use horizontal way. Always try to capture videos in a landscape way, not sorry, in a landscape manner. Landscape means in a horizontal way. Keep your mobile phone like this, because when you keep your mobile phone like this, your video, the recorded video that you have recorded, it will be, it is fitted in a complete laptop. We can see a large view, but in horizontal vertical way, when you click your photographs videos like this, it is this kind of videos shoot, and only a person who is watching on mobile phone, they can easily see through the mobile phone. But when I want to see on laptop, I can't see, because the screen size will get reduced if I shoot in a vertical mode. So that's why I always recommend to shoot a video for horizontal. Right now, about the lenses also we will talk now. So keep it smooth and steady. When you are recording a video, always keep your mobile phone steady. Do not shake your visuals. Do not shake your mobile phone. Even you can use tripod. If you do not have tripod, you can use any temporary attachments, like any stick, any anything you can use, so that you can avoid you can avoid this shaky things from your video content. So have you seen this example during lockdown? I think most of you have seen, while it's COVID time and teachers, we all went to the online platform. And then we have seen such things that teachers are not actually habitual of online learnings, online platforms, but anyhow we have to we are not techy. We don't know how to use tripod, or we don't know how to use gimbal. But anyhow the teacher arranged their temporary kind of thing, where there's a mobile phone and she used this hanger with the mobile phone, and now she's teaching, and students are attending a live session, because she doesn't have a tripod or a standy or something where she can hold her camera. So this kind of, I'm not saying this kind of thing, but it depends on you how you are designing tripod, how you are not you can create a kind of setup where your mobile phone is not shaking a lot, but your videos, kind of smooth video you are recording. So this is a temporary solution basically. So let's talk about some permanent. So these are the temporary solutions, if you can see, but let's talk about some permanent solutions. So if you have a gimbal or a tripod, this is a permanent solution where you can record a video in a professional manner. You can use lightnings. Through lightning, just you can fix your mobile phone camera, which gives you a smooth footage while recording the videos. So you have seen a lot of YouTubers, or they record videos on any topic. They either it can be on food, or it can be on blogging, it can be on exploring India. So they use different type of gimbals for, right. So this is a we kind of tripod is a, gives you smooth footage. Now this is also, you can like, suppose if you do not have a tripod, such type of tripods you can create by your own, right. This is a cardboard, and they cut the cardboard and they make it as a tripod. A cup, a paper cup, also can be used to hold a mobile phone. So these are some examples. If your student doesn't have a tripod, these are the temporary things that they can use to shoot a smooth video. Now, how, yeah, how this light matters in the videography. So can you see this guy is standing over here in front of the sun? The camera is in front of the sun. Now this kind of thing is coming up. So this will, reduce the quality of your video. So always when you are working in a lab, make sure you have good amount of sunlight coming in the light in the class, and do not work directly in front of the light. Let me just a second. Yeah, excuse me. So do not always comes in front of the light. Always see how light will help you to make your video better, right. Now, so if you see what will happen if there is no light on earth. Just guess. If there is no light on the earth, what will happen? We will not be able to see any object. We will not be able to see any color. We will not be able to see either this object is of red color, or it's a rose, or it's a lily flower, it's an elephant. We are not able to see. So that's the importance of light uh, in while recording the video. A proper light can a proper light while you're explaining a prototype. If you have a product like this one, uh, let me so if you have product, let's suppose this is my product, and here is the circuit inside the product. When there's a sufficient light, I can explain all the parts properly. This is my earbud 1, this is my earbud 2. I can, in the video, I can even the end user can see all the parts clearly. But when it's dark, nothing is visible. The judge can't see anything what is inside happening, and he will reject the your prototype. So that's why sunlight is very important. Whenever you're working, make sure there is enough sunlight in the room while shooting a video. Now, have you ever wondered about the logic behind photographers using lights during a photo shoot? So that's the reason. Lights adds the value in the product, right. Now now natural light versus artificial light. So we'll understand some difference between the natural light and artificial light. So this coming from outside. This is a natural light, lights of source of light. This is your object. When you are shooting a video, when you are capturing a video, when you are recording the video, there are two types of light that can you use. The first one is natural and another is artificial. So you can place your object over here. You can put a backdrop. Backdrop means the background. So make sure your background should be ambient. Ambient in the sense a proper clean background. It's not like a messy wires are coming, something benches are coming at the back side of the prototype. So always think when you are clicking a photograph or when you are videographing, your background should be ambient. It's a clear thing, so that the judge, the person who is auditing, who is checking your video, he can only focus on the prototype. He will not see, oh, what is putting messy behind the prototype. So always clean it, use a proper board or a wall, and then take a support from the wall, and then keep a table and put over your product. Right. Also, you can use reflector. Also, reflector basically reflects a light, which gives you a much amount of visibility on your prototype. So this is the first thing, that are open source, or we can say light source, natural light. Then we'll talk about the next one, that is artificial light. So artificial light, this is the artificial light, and when you are doing a videography, you can see only the product is visible. There is more light on the product, but everything is in dark. So this gives a better view. When you are recording a video, the person will only see, his major focus will be on the product, not on the other things. So there's a difference of light shades between your product and the other objects. So this is the thing that you can use artificial light for that. Then we have framing. So I think most of the teacher knows that we have such type of options, of grid options in our mobile phone. We call it framing. So most cameras applications have this option to enable grid lines. And if you can open the camera settings, where you can have vertical and horizontal grids on the screen while shoot. So this gives you idea ki, is your mobile phone is in the, it's just by through these grid lines, you can also get an idea ki your mobile phone is in this, is a completely vertical or in the horizontal manner, or it's tilt, or the pictures are coming proper in the frame. So we will get an idea through grid lines. Right. Now zoom in and zoom out wherever possible. This is the main feature when you are recording a video and your students are talking about something. Sensors, they're not talking about the complete prototype, but they are talking about only specific things like sensors, motor, or about the wires, or something special about the product. So you can use zoom in, zoom out, and focus on that particular area. Right, so this will give you an add-on kind of add-on thing in your video shoot. So generally what I see when we saw prototype videos, it's a camera. The guy who record the video, they just hold the camera, complete 3 minutes gets over, and he is like, okay, that's okay, we have shooted the video, no zoom in, zoom out, no nothing. That's a temporary video. Right. So these are the things that we always have to take care while recording a video, right? These are some additional things that gives an impact on the judge. Like time lapse. So time lapse, I think this is one of the feature in the cinematography, or where you can, let's suppose your model takes a lot of time to explain something. For example, you have made a prototype where your prototype, let's suppose, taking 5 minutes in showing the output. For example, 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So there's a feature of time lapse, where what you can do, you can record the 10-minute ka video, and you can reduce the size. Means the speed will increase, the video speed is increased, and whatever you want, whatever you have captured in 10 minutes, it will give the output. You can view the 10-minute recorded video within 30 seconds. That is called time lapse. So time lapse, if you can see on the screen, in the screen the car is moving, but the video is recorded in so fast that you can't see the cars, but you can see only the lights. The car is moving so fast. So where what actually a time lapse means in cinematography technique, the frequency at which film frames are captured. Right. So this is what you can also check this time graph, time lapse. You can know more about time lapse uh, in the YouTube. Also, you can understand more about how time lapse work. How you can in your mobile phone, if you have any time lapse application, that is fine. If you think that doesn't have, then you can download the time lapse video camera application. Then background is very important. When, as I already told you, when you are video recording a video, you can create a temporary background for your prototype so that the judge or the person can only focus on your prototype. Here, it will, the other background things will not distract the judge. So there are some tools that will help you to record software based projects. So till now we have talked about hardware based projects. Now I'm going to talk about software based, how we can record videos through software based prototypes. So the first one is a record through PowerPoint with audio. So let's suppose if you want, your students want to show some PowerPoint, right? So it's not like you have used a mobile phone and you are recording the laptop ka screen, right? You can use screen recording softwares where directly your screen can record, right? So there's an option in PowerPoint, you can record the screen. So here in the settings, when you click insert, in the insert we have an option for screen recording. So click on the pointer record, and then you can record your screen. Even it can record your audio also. So if you have a PPT where you want to show something, you can record through presentation. Then we have one more application, we call it whiteboard. For example, if you want to write something, if you want to show something, right, so you can use whiteboard also. The whiteboard you can write and it will record your screen. So this is the second option for whiteboard. Then the third one is screen recording software. So even in laptops also, in Windows 10 and Windows, we have some softwares which record the screen. So if you have any application which is based on uh, website or any other software, you can use this screen recording software. So it will directly record your complete screen and you can directly upload the video for the marathon. Then some other tools, that is sniping tool, and I think everyone knows about sniping tool. There's a tool on our laptop. When you write sniping tool, it will activate it, and you can, the area you want to capture only it will work, right? So this is one of the tools, sniping tool. You can crop those videos, you can then show more. Show more is also a tool which is used to record screens. Even you can add your voice, you can record your face through show more app. Right. Now Canva. So till now, teachers, we have understand how to shoot a video. Then I will understand about video editing. So Canva, Clipchamp, then Wondershare, Filmora, and there are a lot of video editing tools where when you completely shooted the video, you have recorded the video, just or add all the clips in these tools, and you can edit your video. You can add some, kind of transitions in between the video. You can cut, if you think that something is you want to edit, you can cut it through the software before submitting in the ATL marathon. So this will enhance the quality of the video, right? So Clipchamp, Canva, and Wondershare, Filmora, these are some tools which is used for editing. So how to upload a video on YouTube, right? So this is now the next step. Till now we have understand how to shoot a video through camera phone. What are the things that we have to keep in mind before shooting a video? Then how to record software based project prototypes. Then we understand about some softwares where you can edit your videos. Then how to upload a video on YouTube. So to upload a video on YouTube, it's very simple. Just create an account on Gmail. If you have already have a Gmail account, go to YouTube. Then on the top, you will get an option for upload video. Once you click upload, you have to fill some basic details, and then you can make it private or public, and then copy the link and paste it to the marathon's portal. That's it. So this is all about uh, marathon, how to shoot video, and right. Just just a second. Yeah. So this is all about ATL marathon. How you can shoot a video. Now, so before moving ahead, I would like to request teachers, you can mark your attendance in the chat box. Those who have joined recently, I would like to request, please mark your attendance. Also, few things which are also few things. I'm sorry, I'm going too fast. So basically, Anil sir, actually, I have to cover a lot of things, and we have, as you know, limited time. So I have recorded this video. I will share the videos with everyone. So how to upload videos? Basically, you have to open YouTube, and you can log in it through your Gmail ID. If you have a Gmail ID, then there's an option on the top, upload video. When you click on that, you just upload your video, and it's so simple. Nothing is it's not rocket science. It's very easy. Even you can, even when to know how to upload a video on YouTube, even we can just search how to upload a video on YouTube. YouTube will tell you how to upload a video on YouTube, right? So, but it's very simple. There's an option for uploading, and then you can share the link with the marathon. So before moving ahead, teachers, two, three things that I